What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Nick Wavy. I'm back with a new video. Now, a lot of people hit me up and ask me how I cut my own hair and if I have any advice to give them. So I'm gonna make this video and give you guys 5 tips, and I might even throw in a bonus one on how to cut your own hair. Now, I've been cutting my own hair since I think 2012, maybe 2011, and I'm very happy that I started cutting my own hair because I've saved thousands of dollars. I always look fresh, except right now. And I also learned a new skill that I can use to make money in the future. So it's been a very good experience cutting my own hair. Now, don't get me wrong, I've made a lot of mistakes. I still make mistakes, but I also learn from those mistakes, and that makes me a better barber, I guess you could say. I'm not a barber, but... So the first tip that I can give you guys is you have to comb your hair down, whether it's on your side, your back, or whatever. Comb your hair down so you know exactly what you're cutting and how it needs to be cut. The second tip that I can give you guys is to set your bald line when you're doing your fade and your taper. I like to go bald and then work my way up. So I'll go bald, and as you can see here, I'm using the no guard. Then I'll put a 0 guard on, then a 1 guard, then a 2 guard, and I'll keep gradually going higher and higher. And then my fade will be finished. By the time you get to maybe like a 2 guard, depending on your hair texture, you'll be fully faded. Tip number 3 that I can tell you, my third tip is always use the flicking motion when you fade. I kind of look at cutting hair like painting, and I'm not a painter, I'm not an artist. I can't draw at all. Like, I can't even draw. I still draw stick figures, y'all. So I'm no artist, but you're kind of painting a picture when you're cutting hair. So when you're flicking it, it's just a finesse, y'all. Like, just think about it. If you just go straight, it's not gonna be smooth, but if you flick it, it's gonna be fresh. Tip number 4 is when you give yourself lineups, make sure you follow your natural lining. You don't want to push anything back, and you may need to go over it 2 times, maybe 3 times. That's okay. You just don't want to rush it, because when you rush it and make one mistake, it's damn near impossible to fix, especially on your lineup, because a liner cuts very sharp, and if you cut very sharp on a spot that shouldn't be cut sharp, you done messed up. So yeah, just take your time when you're doing it. You know, there's no need to rush. Stay focused. And I like to, as you can see in this picture or this video, my hair was kind of wet because I was sweating, like so on my face. So my hair wasn't getting cut as sharp as I wanted to be, but once I wiped off the sweat, you can see that my lineup was, yeah, right here. You can see that my lineup was pretty fresh. It was pretty much finished. I just had to go over it with a, you know, a 1-2 finishing touch. If I had a blade, it would make things a lot sharper. I think I should get a blade. You know, I think it's time I learned how to use a blade or a razor. It would make my haircuts a lot sharper. So stay tuned for those videos. Post in the comment section down below if you guys think I should start to learn how to use a razor blade and maybe, you know, teach you guys how. Just let me know. I went from can I have a hug to yo, I don't want your number no more. All right. That's what powers of a fresh haircut can do. And a lot of people, and the final tip that I could give you guys is to use a hand mirror when you're cutting your back or fading your back, because you need to be able to look into the mirror and into the bigger mirror so you can see everything. And it's not that hard. I actually find lining my back and fading my back a lot easier, just because it's more, I don't know, I'm not too sure why, but I enjoy fading and lining up my back. So as you can see in this clip, I'm not going too crazy. I'm just setting my guidelines, and I'm just putting a finishing touch all over it. Basically, I'm not pushing my lineup back. I'm not going too crazy with it. And I always try and bring my ear down so you can get the angle right here. And the way my liners are set, like the blade is a little too, I guess you could say straight, which every blade is. So what I like to do around the ears is I like to fold my ear, look in the mirror, and I just go slightly around the corners there. And it usually works. Like, it always, because it's not too much hair that I need to cut there. There's not a lot that I need to line. So I just need to give a little finishing curve, and that's basically it. So those are 5 tips on how to cut your own hair. Again, it's not that hard, but it does take time. It is a skill that you need to practice, and as you practice, you'll gradually get better and better. You guys can watch my previous cuts, my previous haircut tutorials versus how they are now, and they're a lot better. My cuts are a lot fresher. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Post a comment down below what you guys think. If you guys started to cut your own hair, if you have any questions, hit me up. I'll post a reply and I'll help you guys out. If you guys have yet to subscribe, hit the subscribe button. Make sure y'all press that like button. I'm gonna catch y'all in a new video.